Rica. Coming today, talking about Dr. Jeff's Monday sessions. So today I want to talk about something that I've been noticing for people that are here as guests. And I've noticed this in my practice back in Los Angeles before coming to Costa Rica. And also noticed this in Hawaii where I was working with Native Hawaiian families with the Department of Health. So there's a concept called a parallel process, which means inpatient or in a therapeutic setting, whether that's with a therapist or something you're doing with a meditation or something you're doing with a clinical sort of setting or environment, things that happen in those environments are usually indicative of things that are happening outside in your life. So for example, if I'm at Rythmia and I find myself feeling not a part of things and everybody's meeting each other and there's all these new guests, everybody's really friendly, but I feel like I'm not really connecting and I feel like I'm kind of like, let's say, left out of that, or I'm not really feeling comfortable joining that sort of vibe and I'm confused and worried about that. Usually what's happening is that's occurring outside in their own life. And it's a parallel process. There's things that are going on clinically that can show you and give you clues and hints as to what you need to work on outside in your own life. So people that have, like they do the plant medicine with us or they do the breath work and things come up and they talk about those things. Well, that's, again, they're processing life events and things that have gone on in the past and that are currently happening for themselves. So a parallel process is a very good indicator of something that you need to work on that's happening clinically for yourself in the moment and has reflected outwardly in your life. So let's say I have trauma from childhood from a caregiver who was a man, which thank goodness I don't, but let's say I did. And then now in my life, I don't trust men. And now I'm at Rythmia and I'm not gravitating to the male staff, even though they're all super cool and they're safe people, but I'm finding myself leaning more towards the female staff for support. And then someone points this out to me and they say, hey, are you aware that you're not really connecting with any of the male staff? There's nothing wrong with that, but have you thought about why that might be? And I think to myself, you know what? I've never connected with or trusted men. And I think about, well, why? Well, yeah, I had trauma from men back when I was a little kid. So that's why. And then I can work on it and I can build a healthy relationship with other men, and I can trust other men that are safe. And if they're not safe, I know how to recognize it, and I can kind of build on this to be something that doesn't hinder me or limit my relationships or my interaction with people in general. So that's a good example of a parallel process. What's also interesting that I'm noticing here at Rythmia, working with all these people, we've had over 9,000 guests come through our doors, is if I'm judgmental of somebody, whatever that might be, I think something about them, that's a mirror reflection back to myself. What I see in other people as critiques that I might have, those are things that I'm not healed within myself on yet. And so it's a blessing to be around people, whether it's socially or even, in the community or with staff or other people that trigger you to see certain things that are annoying to you, because that's just something that is not healed in you. And so freeing yourself from your opinion of other people is a big part of what we do at Rythmia, especially for the alumni that come back once they've had a soul merger here. We help them work on things that are going to help them be successful in their life and also help them stay connected to themselves. So let's get you guys down here. Come check out what we're doing. If you've been here before, come back and get the 9, which is a new program that we're running that helps people get deeper and have new goals with the same intentions that we always teach, but new outcomes that are very beneficial. And I've seen now for almost a month, actually been about 5 weeks of running this program, the 9. It's going very well. So come back down if you've been here before, and if you haven't, come check us out, because we're going to help you guys get on track, and you're going to do the work to empower yourself. That's what this life is about. It's about self-empowerment. We want you down here to do that. Thanks for listening. See you next Monday. Pura vida.